The Star Wars armies continue their invasion of Earth, now striking one of the most important cities in the United States. The Battle of New York is ongoing, with every Star Wars army hammering the defending United States National Guard. But Star Wars hero units have also entered the battlefield. Bosk, Commander Wolf, Captain Rex, ARC Trooper 5s, Neo, and more are all fighting alongside the Star Wars troopers. Will the US Army manage to defend? Or will they get their cheeks clapped by the Star Wars attackers? If you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit that like button, subscribe with notifications turned on, and comment down below what you think should happen next in the Star Wars invasion of Earth. Either way, guys, let's get right on into this thing. Real quick, huge thank you to Instant Gaming for sponsoring this video. They have literally the best deals in gaming. I use it all the time. If you like Star Wars games, Lego Star Wars for $2. Star Wars Battlefront 2 for $9. One of my favorite Star Wars games, Jedi Knight Jedi Academy, $1.70. If you want to play the Star Wars Galaxy at War mod, Men of War Assault Squad 2, $3. Extremely popular games can be up to 99% off. Link in the description below. Thank you to Instant Gaming for sponsoring the channel. Thank you guys for watching. Let's get into the video. Alrighty then, boys, let's go ahead and press start on the Star Wars invasion of New York. And already M1 Abrams popping the AAT for the Star Wars armies right there. Definitely no bueno, but rocket fire responds against those M1 Abrams. Should be able to destroy them with that high explosive round right there. Infantry for the US Army getting absolutely popped. It is complete chaos out of here. A cataclysmic event for the Earth Army for sure, and in this case, particularly just the US Army. The defending barricades that they had back here getting blasted away by explosive and laser fire. It looks like their mobilized artillery over here took a nasty little shot to the side. That doesn't mean they're out of vehicles, although I believe both M1 Abrams up here are dead. There is one more M1 Abrams in the way back there, and on top of that, the Earth armies do have soldiers with AT capabilities, so they'll be able to do a little something. Laser fire is keeping most of these guys currently suppressed way back here. We got a couple heroes, though, firing away. And he gets shot down in an instant right there. This preliminary defense from the Earth Army is not something I'm expecting to go super well. I mean, they're very exposed in the front here, but then the farther back we go, the better their defenses will become, as they'll have barricades in front of them, aka this destroyed building, these trucks, etc., etc. They'll be a little bit better off back that way. Here's the M1 Abrams over this way. I don't know if it's in range. Okay, the 50 cal is definitely in range as it's rat-a-tat-ing off, but I don't know if the main gun is going to be able to fire from that range. We've also got a number of snipers back here able to fire at this point. Again, Call to Arms Gates of Hell has much longer range weaponry than Men of War Assault Squad 2, so the combat can be from quite a ways away. It looks like Captain Rex is under some 50 cal fire. He's pulling out the binocs, trying to spot what's going on. We got some more rocket troopers firing as well. And of course, all these Star Wars armies continuing to push forward little bit by little bit. They're just doing some sporadic fire here, keeping those Earth Army units suppressed. And yeah, just charging on forward here. More rocket launcher fire going off. It seems like they're really hell-bent on killing the guys behind here. Oh no, they're dead. Oh, these guys I think are who they're trying to go for now. All right, why don't we go ahead and bump it up a speed here, as the Star Wars units are going to need to make a big push into the actual city streets here and continue with this combat here, because right now they are just sort of taking on sporadic US Army units over this way along these ramparts and things like that. And these guys aren't even popping up really. They're heavily suppressed. They do not want to be standing up, and I do not blame them. Oh, that guy got clipped in the side of the head. He was undercover too, so either an extremely skilled or an extremely lucky shot from a Star Wars unit managed to get that guy killed right there. Not too bad. We can go ahead and look at the deaths so far on the battlefield. Yellow are dead US Army soldiers, and even someone got unluckily clipped way back here. That's crazy. But other than that, it's just the front lines here. The Star Wars armies are in red, and they have taken an absolute beating out here. I mean, of course, they are the attacking faction, so they do struggle a good bit to actually launch the attack here. They're going to take losses. It's just a given. They continue to fire at this Abrams despite it being dead. Oh, it's not dead. How is this thing not dead? That's insane. There's one crewman in it still. That is nuts. How are these rockets not killing it? That's insane. Holy cow, let's go into normal speed here. It's got, okay, there we go. It just popped. It just popped. That's crazy. That's why they were spamming so much fire and why they weren't really pushing forward right there. I guess that ends up making sense like that, but my goodness, guys, that is kind of crazy how long that managed to stay alive right there. Last few U.S. Army units at the front here, still heavily suppressed. The Star Wars units just sort of take little pot shots at them as they stand up. No hero units over here for the Star Wars armies. Are there some still alive back here? Looks like Rex ended up dying. Cody's dead over here. Rip to him. I don't really see anyone else, but you guys might have better eyes than me. There's Boba Fett. Boba Fett's still alive. Let's go! The Bobster. Very nice. I don't really see anyone over here. Oh, no. Cassian Andor is dead right there. Rip to my mans. And I still don't really see anyone else still alive except for the Bobster at the moment. But there, oh, no. Wait, okay, it's getting a little bit laggy. We're going to need to go in slow-mo here. We do have ARC Trooper 5s still alive right there. Bakara is over there as well, or Bly, one or the other. I can't remember. There's Mando. There is Cad Bane. Bosk. Okay, we do have a large number of Star Wars units. Yeah, that's Bly. The reason I said Bakara was the helmet is Bakara's helmet, but it's Bly's body. Very, very strange. Not totally sure why. But here we go. We've got sort of a column formation pushing forward through the city streets here for the Star Wars armies. A number of droids and clone troopers sort of taking the lead here forward, getting inside some of these mud dirt craters right now. And they are continuing to get shot up as, yes, sir, some of these farther out U.S. Army soldiers start to spam them with a little bit of fire. This is definitely going to be the hardest section for them to overcome here. Let's go ahead and bump it back up a speed. We need more Star Wars units sort of coming through down mid, I think, honestly. This column, while it does protect you from fire going forward this way, at a certain point you need to actually fire back at them, and no one behind you is going to be doing that supportive fire when you peek out the side here. And so that 50 cal on that Abrams back here is managing to get shots off. We've got snipers back here also managing to just pick off troopers a little bit by a little bit. Heck, even the machine gunners are able to fire at this distance. Oh, okay. All right, Star Wars units do clap back a little bit. One sniper down. That's actually a very high value target right there. So I got to commend the Star Wars units for that one. That is very, very decent. Not bad at all. I've also still got more U.S. Army troopers over here. I anticipate grenades can easily take them out. Just toss a thermal detonator over there, and you're pretty much good to go. A few more Star Wars units going down in the mid-section over here. Cad Bane's pretty far forward. He's starting to come under a little bit of fire, so he might be at threat. Dead Stormtrooper dead in front of him. Let's see what he can do. I don't think he's got the flamethrower in this mod in particular, so that really won't be a problem. Are there any vehicles for the Star Wars units left alive? All right, this TX-130G and the AAT are dead. This thing is actually still alive. It's just glitched, so let's reposition it. And then this thing back here is dead, and so is this TX-130G. That's surprising. They died all the way back there. Alrighty then. I guess the Abrams probably clapped them, or, you know, some rocket shot or something along those lines probably ended up finishing them. We've got a little bit of MG fire from the Star Wars units coming out now. That's good to see. Yes, sir. Going into normal speed here. Oh, and he gets clapped by a machine gun. Ooh, yeah, more of those rounds coming in. You can only see a few of the tracer rounds really impacting every once in a while, and then there's the sniper rounds that are just so lethal right there. I think the Abrams is firing. They've also got some grenade launchers too. That might be going off. I see a lot of explosions going off. Oh no, that's from the TX-130G, although it does just get hit by something powerful. That could very well be the Abrams hitting it, and it gets hit a second time. But it's still alive. It's firing sporadically. It is not doing a good job aiming. Obviously, the top turret gunner is dead at this point. Oh, it's moving forward. It's pushing. Let's see. This could be exactly what the Star Wars units need. It's using this Abrams here as cover. It fires its rockets, but it's straight into the downed building already. So that's not particularly helpful. That's not the greatest thing in the world, I must say. Looks like a few more U.S. Army units back here have died. The Abrams is still very much so alive and popping off. And oh, it's over here now. Okay, I was like, where was that? No, it's dead now, too. All right, rip to the TX-130. That thing is now down and out. We need the infantry to basically pull together an attack here. We got Commander Wolf up here firing away with a Quarren, and we got Cad Bane pushing forward as well. Just a little bit more front right there. There we go. This is the kind of action we need. We need fire from multiple different angles, avenues, with everyone sort of creeping forward as we go. There's Neo right there pushing up as well. That's good. That's good stuff. Let's see if it pulls it off, though. I mean, the Abrams is still very much alive. That's a huge problem, obviously. Yeah, this is basically a death tunnel right now. Not very good. The Star Wars units started off so bombastically. Shredding. That is Commander Thyre getting blown to hell. Holy cow. My god, man. Oh. They do have decent cover here, so that's good to see at the very least. But beyond that, the Star Wars units really don't have much going for them. Jyn Erso's up here still. What up, Ginny? Very nice. It's good to see a random hero unit every once in a while. Still active on the battlefield. Still moving and grooving. It's nice to see. We got a few of them actually back here too. I'm guessing they have a little bit more health than your standard unit if it's anything like Men of War Assault Squad 2, the Star Wars Galaxy at War mod. But I don't know. Wolf is just absolutely going ham back here. I'm very impressed by Wolf, honestly. He continues to schmoove on forward. It's pretty impressive. Meanwhile, Fire is just a bloody mess up there. Rip to my boy. Yeah, the problem is once they exit this truck area, if the clones and droids and etc. do not grenade these guys, they're just going to get clobbered by fire. And also, the Abrams back here just continues to tear it up. My god. I wonder what this battle would look like if we removed all tanks. I might go ahead and do that when we get into the later part of this. Like, once part one of this battle ends, maybe we'll go ahead and reboot it and remove all the tanks. That's for both the Star Wars units as well as the Earth Army units. You know, take away all the Abrams, take away all the TXs, all the AATs, and just have infantry v infantry and see if the Star Wars units perform a little bit better that way, because I do think this Abrams is really tearing it up, and I think we're getting to the point where we are in lockdown mode here, where the Star Wars units are not going to be able to really push forward anymore. I think they're just about done here. Neo, I think, goes down. Yes, sir. Neo is down for the count. We really just have some Star Wars units left alive. Oh, actually, there's a ton back here that just aren't really coming forward. There's a lot. Mainly stormtroopers. You cowards! But I do kind of think it's probably Jover for the Star Wars units. Why don't we go ahead and do a little time lapse here of the front lines and see what happens, at least. Alright, well, there's not many Star Wars units remaining here. Let's go ahead and charge them on in. They can go ham, potentially. They're gonna lose for sure. I mean, there's only like 10 of them left. And there's a lot of US Army soldiers left. And yeah, these guys are getting clipped pretty quickly here. Oh! We got Bly out here still. Bliggity Bly, making things happen. Explosions, taking out his stormtrooper brothers. He's crawling upside down. He gets shit... Misspoke. He gets hit dead on by an HE shot right there. Ooh, what a blunder. And that's it. The Star Wars units are toasted here. Why don't we go ahead and check out their losses? So, red are Star Wars units dead. Yellow are Earth Army units. I mean, they did a good job. Wait, what? Star Wars units went around the flank and died over here? Excuse me? That's crazy. I didn't even realize these guys must have killed him. I'm guessing, yeah, this guy's got 3 kills. This guy's got 1. This guy's got none. Okay, it was just that one guy, or those 2 guys. That's really funny that they flanked around the back there. I mean, smart move. I didn't even realize it. US Army units did lose a lot of soldiers, but the back-end defense did survive. Let's rerun it, but without tanks. Alright, all vehicular devices have now been removed. Let's see how the Star Wars and Earth armies end up doing now. I anticipate the Star Wars armies making it a little bit farther because I think the tanks definitely made it easier for the Earth armies than it did for the Star Wars armies, that's for sure. But the Star Wars armies at the very beginning did utilize their tanks to a very, very strong degree here. It's interesting because most of the time when we do these Star Wars Invasion of Earth videos, the Earth armies do end up doing better than the Star Wars armies. Just overall, they tend to do much, much better. It's a common theme in this, and I think it's because their bullets are a lot more accurate and a little bit longer range than the Star Wars projectiles, and their armor is just a little bit better, because Star Wars armor is not built to withstand bullet penetration. It's meant to deflect incoming blaster fire. So basically, if someone came into the Star Wars universe with a blicky, they would probably do pretty well. I mean, look, the cycler rifle is pretty powerful, and that also has a projectile to it. So, you know, there is some evidence to it that, yeah, come into the Star Wars universe with a blicky and all of a sudden you're popping off. I think the reason that blasters are so used is because you have so many more space battles. Okay, grenade launcher takes out Han Solo square in the chest right there. Oh my goodness, did you see that? That was some brutality right there. All right, let's go ahead and bump it up a speed here. Much more slow moving than the last battle we have. Armies just sort of inching forward here. They're certainly taking losses, but they are taking out U.S. Army soldiers as well. Once again, just like last time, U.S. Army soldiers pretty suppressed up top here. This guy's popping up, though, and getting some spray out, and he gets gunned down as a result. Risky move did not really pay off for my mans. No siree. All right, the Star Wars Armies continue to move forward here. They're doing way better, I think. They're getting so much more fire out, crushing some of these U.S. Army soldiers down here in this destroyed building. These guys do not want to pop up and fire. They're going to draw a lot of attention to themselves. They keep on like kind of playing with the idea of doing that, but then they duck right back down, and I cannot blame them for that because they could be in a world of pain if they fully commit to that pop-up right there. We've also got a number of U.S. Army soldiers back here still kind of toying with the idea of popping up, but again, Star Wars Armies will just absolutely destroy them. Wait, did Han Solo get back up? Did you survive a grenade launcher to the chest and get back up? Alright, these Star Wars hero units are built different, apparently. Holy cow! Alright, this is pretty slow going. Why don't we time-lapse for a little bit here until they sort of crest into the second area of defense. Alright, so the Star Wars units have pushed forward, and again, yeah, they're doing so much better than before. Still taking some losses as they push forward. There's still some incoming rounds from the Earth armies, but back here, I mean, it seems like these guys are still getting hit. They're not doing as good of a job, I think, of taking out the Star Wars armies, and I think probably that Abrams and the 50 cal and the main gun on it did a lot of work for the Earth Army, the U.S. Army. I keep calling it the Earth Army because it's, you know, Star Wars Invasion of Earth. There's no flanker right now, no dead boys over here, so maybe they're not flanking this time around. Be funny if they did that again, but not right now. New York City flanks are not happening. Oh, Cassian Andor leading the way here, leading the charge. A couple dead droids back here, dead stormtroopers, but again, overall, Star Wars units persevering way better than before. I think they'll start to run into more trouble here, maybe? I don't know. They're clipping these guys pretty good, man. Absolutely nuts. My goodness. Look at this. I don't know. Maybe the real superpower of the Earth Army units has been the tanks the whole time. Maybe the Earth Army tanks are just 10 times better than the Star Wars tanks, and without them, the Earth Army can't compete as well? I mean, maybe I'm getting ahead of myself, you know, the Earth Army could just absolutely clobber these guys pretty soon, but as of right now, that's what it seems like. Let's go into full speed here. Gotta kind of toy with the speed as things pick up and die down and stuff like that, just due to lag and stuff like that. We don't want to be watching a PowerPoint presentation here. That's no fun. Don't love that, but, you know. Alright, so these guys, oh! Those grenade launchers are working overtime for the Earth Army units. That's the one thing that's really helping them out right here. And we can see more of those impacts hitting. As long as those grenade launchers continue to stay alive, I think they could potentially wipe out a lot more Star Wars units over this way. But still, the Star Wars units are very much so present on this point in the battlefield and continuing to get some good spam fire out. I mean, still lots of U.S. Army soldiers back here too, and they're fully firing now. Yeah, there's no messing around. They are full on firing for effect. My goodness. Grenade launcher units are still over this way, and they're still going pretty ham. They might run out of ammo, I'm not going to lie. That would definitely put a damper on things. That would not help out one bit. Fire? Yeah, there you go. Oh! Oh, that was a really good shot. God dang! Okay, yeah, the grenade launchers are the saving grace of the U.S. Army currently. Let's go ahead and time-lapse as they struggle in this choke point by a major degree. Star Wars units seem fairly locked into this position right now. They've continued to take losses, but they've still got a strong force at the very least. Red are dead Star Wars units. Yellow are dead U.S. Army units. Definitely a strong force, but they're not breaching this choke point, which is very problematic. Oh my god, these U.S. Army soldiers, let's see the kills. This guy's got 27. He just launched, so he might get more. Yep, he's got 30 now. This guy's got 24. Those two are single-handedly holding this choke point big time. Big time. Yeah, these guys don't... they've got a couple, but nothing crazy. It's really that one guy. How about the snipers back here? This sniper's got 13. This LMG's got 15. This guy's got 5. So the guy's pretty far away here. I'll also have got some kills. That guy's got 1. Yeah, this is really the ultimate point where the Star Wars armies can either push through or be super cowardly and not manage to make this happen. So let's let it ride and let's watch these guys fire for a little bit, I guess. Wow, well this is still going on with these guys still pounding the Star Wars armies with fire. This guy's got 61 kills, this guy's got 54. That's crazy. There's still some Star Wars units left alive. There's also some way back here. So let's just kind of re-gear everyone forward here a little bit and expedite the process here a smidge and give the Star Wars units one last like little hurrah here. Looks like we do have a flanker over this way. I wonder if more flanked over here. Nope, not yet. But maybe that guy does end up flanking and doing something. Who knows? But we are going to send in these Star Wars units. We got the Mandalorian out here. We got Boba Fett out here. We got Bosk out here. Plenty of bounty hunters. Oh! And Commander Wolf. What's interesting is those grenade launchers, they actually take a few shots, it seems, to kill. They're not the most powerful, but after a couple shots, it does kill. And the problem is that it seems like the Star Wars units are getting killed by them sheerly by the fact that they're getting hit so much by them. And, you know, the AI just didn't want to push forward most of this time. They do get a kill on a U.S. Army soldier right there. This guy's got a grenade out. Oh, huge from the U.S. Army right there. Grenade somewhere. I think it's right there. Yep. Oh, it doesn't really get too many kills. It does dislodge the U.S. Army soldiers a little bit, but they end up getting back into place. This guy's got a grenade out. That's exactly what we said needed to have happen, but he runs away. Oh, because another grenade went right there. I see. All right. It's kind of chaotic right now as both armies just have a grenade warfare going on. Bullets flying, lasers flying, the whole shebang. This is crazy. Captain Rex is still back here as well, though. That's good to see. Why are you guys all facing this way? Oh, because a grenade launcher launched there. Oh, I see. Yikes. Oh, Cad Bane's still there too. And then, of course, Commander Wolf up here. Again, more slaughter for the Star Wars units. Only one U.S. Army soldier left alive right there. Where are the grenade launchers? These guys all still left alive. These guys took a couple more losses, it seems, but are still vibing for the most part. And that guy's still alive right there. More grenade launcher shots impacting the Star Wars units. I want to see like a good last hurrah from the Star Wars army. So we are going to send them in here and make them push into the choke point and actually get into combat. And that's exactly what is happening, which is good to see. They are responding with a little bit of fire of their own, or at least trying to. But they have to get out of that space to actually shoot at them, which doesn't seem to be going very well at all. And now they're pretty much all dead. We've got a small amount of Star Wars soldiers left alive. Let's bring them out, I guess. Some are like way over here. I don't know what they're doing. Being goons. But yeah, this is pretty much Jover, it seems. It's so Jover. So sad. Too bad. Rip, rip. All right. Well, let's time-lapse what happens with like the last 6 troopers. I'm not sure anything has happened here. Okay, there's just one stormtrooper left. Let's see if we can't clutch this up for him. Kind of forgot how good. Nope. The Galaxy at War mod third person and first person is in this. But yeah, the U.S. Army dominates. Yet again, Star Wars versus Earth almost always results in an Earth victory. It's absolutely crazy. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think we should do in the next episode. It seems as though New York is holding currently. Perhaps the Star Wars armies need to work on their tactical advantage. Most Star Wars armies are not tactical in the slightest and just go for the full yeet forward, but Earth armies are different. They're good at guerrilla warfare. And so maybe that's the true advantage that's lying here, and maybe the Star Wars armies need to get a new tactician. Either way, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and comment down below. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.